Hello and welcome to the Sacramento Public Library's Educator Resource Spotlight series. My name is Ricardo Ramirez. I'm a youth librarian here at the library. I'm joined today by Amanda Folk, our K-12 specialist. To get started, we're going to go to our resources on our website, www.saclibrary.org, and I'm going to show you very quickly one of my favorites, Bookflix. You can find Bookflix under Education, and under our Students and Educators column, under Reading. I'm going to click on Reading. And we have so many great resources here. We're going to focus right now on Bookflix, but I want to let you know that we do have tutorials here. On our right side, you can take a closer look at some of our resources here by clicking on these tutorials. Bookflix is one of my favorite resources. It's here to strengthen early reading skills with animated read-along books. It's recommended for children ages 3 to 8 and beyond. You'll find paired fiction and nonfiction books on topics for every interest. I'm going to select here, and the first thing it's going to ask me is my library barcode or username. I'm going to log in. As I'm about to log in, I'm going to let you know that there is sound with this resource, so just an FYI, make sure you have your speakers muted or unmuted as needed. So I'm going to skip the intro. This is pretty straightforward. Here are our resources. We have 9 tabs, subject matters covering all curriculum and all interests. So we have animals and nature, adventure, music. I'm going to click right now on family and community. You're going to see an incredible amount of books. Some of my favorites. These are all produced by Scholastic Weston Woods, something that is a real treasure to have. So I'm going to click on All Around the World. Now this is a great book. So when you click Watch the Story, you're going to get a read along of the book. To its right, you see it says Read the Book. So we have a nonfiction book that's paired with it. Incredible. So let's do a quick click. So.
Hum. Husk. Cob. Corn. Yum.
It's a really great resource. I'm going to click on Read the Book to show you an example of how the nonfiction books are presented. So here we have the book, Energy is Everywhere, carefully selected to make sure that it goes really well with our book. And when I click Read Along, it's going to read the book for us.
Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you see it, sometimes you hear it. Energy is everywhere.
Fantastic. You can see on the left side, we have some great interactive resources that come with each book. So we have some puzzles, web links, learning more about the authors and the publishers here. I'm going to go back to the main page. And now that we're back to the main page for Bookflix, I want to share one more tip before we move along. And that is that you can see many titles in Espanol, in Spanish. So if you're supporting dual language learners or English language learners, this is a great resource. I'm going to click Espanol, and now all the titles that are available will have the ES Espanol ribbon, and you will be able to see these books in Spanish.
Se me perdió el lindo sombrero que me regalaste. Está bien. Todavía te amo.
You're also able to see the nonfiction book that's paired with it in Spanish, so make sure you click Espanol here. And there it is, La Luna. Fantastic. It will also read the book to you in Spanish. And click on that real quick.
La luna. ¿Puedes saltar en la luna? Sí, sí puedes llegar hasta allá.
So that is Bookflix. It's really straightforward. If you're on our web browser, it's really easy to use if you're on a tablet. So make sure you take a good look at that with your students or your children. Now I'm going to hand it off to Amanda Folk, our K-12 specialist here at the library, and she's going to share some more great resources to support learning to read. Thank you very much. Amanda.
Hello, I want to highlight some of the resources now. Bookflix is a great resource, but you can also access books, including read-along books, from our regular catalog, from our regular ebook selection. So I'm going to go back to that reading page that Ricardo selected to find Bookflix. I'm going to select Overdrive, ebooks, and audiobooks for kids here. And it takes me to just the kids catalog, which is something you can select no matter how you access our Overdrive. And I'm going to click on subjects. And subjects, you can see I've got juvenile fiction or kids fiction and kids nonfiction. And both of them have this option to select beginning readers. And now those are going to be those sort of leveled books that are just right, that are made for our kids that are just learning how to read, which is what the resources we're highlighting today are for. So you can see that we've got a wonderful assortment of titles. New just came out, The One and Only Ivan in conjunction with the movie, and some more classic like the Mr. Putter and Tabby series. Now you can see at the top of these that these are titles that we buy a digital copy of, and only one person at a time can check out each copy. So there is a wait list that you can get on. But you can have up to 30 at a time on your list. So you can really get on the list for all of these. But we also have some wonderful titles available right now for students to read. So if I wanted to only see the titles that are available now, I can click that over on the left here. And now I'm only seeing titles that I could check out right this very minute. And this first one is a wonderful title. These David Milgram Zip books, they're an award-winning series, and they're perfect. They have a lot of those three-letter words that are perfect for our very beginning readers, just starting to decode and read independently. And we also have, from those very easy, we also have titles. The Doghouse is another one that's good for those beginning readers. We also have the Charlie and Mouse series, this one being Charlie and Mouse and Grumpy, which is more toward the more confident end of the learning to read age. I like to compare it to Frog and Toad, that level where we have some short chapters and slightly longer stories, but still those illustrations, still a great pick for someone who's practicing their reading skills and building their reading confidence. So that is our Overdrive resource. And again, you can check out up to 60 items at a time. So families, your students can check out a wealth of these beginning reader titles to read. And as soon as you return one, you can check out another one. Our other reading resource that I wanted to show you on that page is our Hoopla resource. Now these titles, there's never going to be that wait list. Every title in the Hoopla collection is available immediately. You can see that it sort of stopped on that login page. I'm already logged in, but that's where your student or you will need to stop and enter your library card and your PIN, or your student success card number and PIN. And if you need help with that, you can always call the library if you need help logging in. So I'm going to go browse ebooks. And I want to show you one of the categories that Hoopla is highlighting right now that I think is great for our beginning readers who are just learning to practice their reading skills. And it's the read-along category. Now, both Overdrive and Hoopla have read-alongs. And those are going to be those titles that are going to play the audiobook along with the print book. So you can see that we have a range of picture books and beginning readers in this read-along category on Hoopla. The Amelia Bedelia series here. Now, Hoopla does limit you to 5 borrows a month. So our families will want to be strategic about which ones they check out from this collection, but these are all instantly available read-along titles for our beginning readers practicing their reading skills. And as you can see, there's pages more of them available in this collection. Now, Overdrive and Hoopla have those virtual books, which are a wonderful, wonderful resource, and we've added even more in the last few months. But we know that sometimes our beginning readers really need that physical book experience, right? They need to be able to touch and turn the page and work the mechanics of a physical book. And so for your students to have access to physical books, Sacramento Public Library has launched a personal shopper service, which I'm just going to do a website search for, and it'll take me right to the personal shopper form. Now, on the personal shopper form, you're going to put in some information, but under kids genre, you can see that Easy Readers is actually the first category. You can get 10 to 30 of those beginning reader books. You can provide more information about the subjects of interest or additional comments if you're looking for only level 1s or only level 3s. The more information you give, the better a selection. But this is going to let a librarian hand select for you an assortment of these titles for you to check out and enjoy with your beginning reader. So that is an option. You do need a full library card, not just virtual access, but the ability to check out print materials. But once you have that, you can do contactless curbside pickup of these hand-selected beginning readers to support your student who's learning to read. So those are some of the ways through Sacramento Public Library that you can access titles to support our students who are practicing their reading skills and learning to read. If you need more recommendations or help with any of these resources, please reach out to us at saclibrary.org. Send us an email through the contact form, chat live with us. Let us know how we can help support you and your student. Thank you.